I suffered a blue screen of death, and I'm just going to restart, pretending that that never happened. So forward we go. The rules here: recruit family members, enslave everyone else, sell them, and destroy pirate bases. Okay, so let's get to the game scene here. Hello. I know it's a black screen. It won't be. There we go. And let's get rolling. So, last episode, we had the stupid toxic fallout, and in an alternative universe, what replaced it was a cold snap. Kind of curious if that's going to happen again, or not. It might not. But what I'm going to start to do is to remove all of the unnecessary roof stuff here. What I didn't, or what I should do is, okay, I do have limestone chunks being cranked out. Let's keep fixing the roof. I will indeed name the pets in just a second. I have my Twitch sub, and they're going to get really strange names as a result of some of these stranger names of my my subscribers. But fair is fair. Alright, I think that's all the roof stuff that I didn't want. It's too bad there's no designation for like a temporary roof or some concept of temporary roofing, because that would make this awfully easy, I think. Alright, AZD. I don't know what your nickname's going to be, but that is your name. And Brian Makes. I think if children were named that, CPS would be called. Okay, so now we're getting the rice patty. I named it rice patty. That's kind of funny. We're getting the rice patty resown. Let me start to designate these again. So this was going to be... What was this? Hops, I think. Where is hops? There it is. This was going to be chocolate trees. I'm going to put my double strand actually here. No, that's probably too much double strand. That would actually harm us. Too much double strand and your colony worth goes ridiculously high and ends up actually backfiring a little bit. Alright, limestone chunks should actually be limestone chunks, or really any stone chunks. I guess we already have a lot of granite chunks around, so we'll make them limestone. Northern Spectre in Norway. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. We have a pre-approved list of child names. I have heard of that, and then you have to ask for special permission if you want it not to be one of those names. It's kind of weird, but I kind of get it. If here in America, you can probably get away with. One of my wife's friends did a brief stint as like an OB doc, and she helped deliver a baby named All Day Chasin Cox. That was literally the baby's name, and she felt really, really sad because this baby was going to have a dumb name. Okay, I still got my cold snap. I guess that was predetermined, so let's disallow sewing everywhere, because God knows it's not going to take. Alright, we're removing all these unnecessary roof, and let's go hunt everything that I can hunt for the calories, for the food. We have 600 wood already, so I'm going to cancel some of these trees being cut down. We probably don't need that much wood. Haha. Buckhead, I like the XKCD reference there. I think it was Jimmy, though, not Jason. But same difference, right? Alright, so I'm really hoping that we have some megafauna, some big creatures zoning in here. One thing I wanted to do is... Actually, I guess it's best to grind out mining skill when you can't see what you're doing, because then you spend the most amount of time doing the mining. So who is our best miner? 4 for 3. So Leth or Trek. Who's busier? Leth shouldn't be a constructor. Or maybe just for constructing. So, Leth, you're going to be our miner. I think you were the miner before. You were the one that got the uranium. So I'm going to put you to work grinding out mining skill on steel. Another thing I wanted to do is to, let's see, add in some animal sleeping spots. All the rice is going to die because of the super cold. Speaking of the super cold, let me get my fires re-stoked. Okay, the correct pet is sleeping with Leth. Yan Shui here is going to be on the lovely duty of putting everything back and getting it all lit. And then, because of the cold snap, fortunately, all these bodies are now frozen again. So my colonists might have less food, but I don't. Cardoza's sleeping in the wrong spot. Oh, they've just ate an entire corpse. Clothing and all. Seems healthy. Alright, Leth is practicing his mining. Once he's better, we'll start going after the jade and stuff like that. And then once we hit level 6, or 9 rather, we'll definitely get the silver. I can't believe how much fertile soil is on this map. This map is like the fertile crescent here. Ooh, yes. Oh my god, yes. Yes, yes. Food. Must hunt for food. Whole bunch of alpaca and muffalo. I did change the pet names. Except for Jubilees. Jubilees, I don't usually... Unless someone really wants to stay the boom rats, I usually have disposable boom rats. And as such, naming them is not always a great idea. So the only crop that doesn't... Well, there's a few crops that don't get hurt by cold, and heel root, as you can tell, is one of them. But unfortunately, this heel root isn't grown enough to lure in any of the muffalo to come eat it. That would be cool. All of the microfauna has left the map. Alright, so what I'm going to do is super prioritize hunting here. And try to get everyone out shooting muffalo. Even you, Leth. We'll have you take a break from mining. Mad Muffalo. Well, alright. Is it the one I'm already shooting? It is. And Zero is going to outrun it. Because I paid attention to Zero in the nick of time. Come on. Team hunting is the best kind. That's actually something I had a series of Dawn of Man, and it really bothered me that you couldn't really team hunt very easily. You'd have to micromanage it. Sort of obnoxiously. But team hunting here is super stupidly simple. Okay, so one muffalo, one alpaca. Here comes some other muffalo. Let me zoom all the way out and start to haul all the slag. I think it would be cool to have like a Mad Max style post-apocalyptic base. So I think last episode I determined that great bows are best bang for your buck for hunting. And boy, that seems to be true. 26 degrees cold snap. Alright, so we have a lot of wood. And we are getting our food back up. That will be very nice and helpful. I could, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm just thinking to myself, increase the amount of defenses I have, like the walls and all that. But I'll wait for the vault to be done. I'll just, not. I'll not build anything else until that vault's done. Muffalo Revenge. Who was Chief? Go help. Zero seems to have like an aura of I piss off Muffalo. Yanshui, go help. How fast is this thing? You are... Okay, I am outrunning him. Even though it doesn't look it. Angry and bleeding out like crazy. Although... Oh, wow. Nice shot, Chief. Oh, nowhere to store. Let's go ahead and... Because I have cooking as a really low priority, the net result is... Or, not really low, but lower than hunting. We're not hauling these things once we're done shooting the bejesus out of them. Marty B mentions I should try to tame one. That's not a bad idea. Although, right now, I have so much food scarcity, I think I'm going to hunt them to extinction. And then tame something in the future. I know that this adds a lot of calories, but you have to consider I'm not just feeding 5, I'm also feeding 5 animals. Or 6 animals, really. Which, on a almost 0-calorie diet is kind of tough. 0 calories because I can't grow anything. We have to basically hunt everything. Nope, everyone's asleep. Slaughter the boom rat. I could. Releasing it into the middle of a raid would be probably a more heroic and more hilarious death, in my opinion. Boom rats are always a good time. Will animals eat rotten corpses? Yes, they will. And then they'll get a whole lot of food poisoning and puke everywhere. It's actually pretty hilarious when they do it. But if they... Oh, that one just... Cataract in one eye and shot out the other eye. I'm actually kind of curious if it had cataracts in the other eye and I cured its cataracts by removing the eye. But, alright, he's dead, and that's dead. And now all we have is turkey and squirrel. Alright, cook, Yanshui, you are going to be cooking, not hunting. So, let's get you to butcher. And before we actually cook, let's clean up some of the trash. What I really want is one of my dogs to be trained to clean. That'd be really cool. Little Roomba. Now, fortunately, all of this really cold weather, hang on, should allow me to freeze the food. I left the doors open because I don't really mind animals being lured towards my kitchen, as long as they provide more food than they would otherwise eat. It is a net positive. How did I get the nutrient paste meals? It dropped from the sky somewhere over here in the west. It's sky food, yeah. And it's refrigerated sky food. Come on, just freeze already. Gift from the gods. Exactly. I really should have had my permanent kitchen be here so it would never get food poisoning. The advantage of rough limestone, it can't accumulate filth. But that's pretty close to the edge of my base, so that's probably beyond the comfort zone. This storyteller is Randy Random Ruff, if memory serves. Oh, Thrumbo. Let's give me... Okay. Thrumbo, huh? Okay, so the thing about Thrumbo, they're very, very, very hard to outrun. So I will absolutely go for the Thrumbo if it gets a little bit closer to me. But I need to set up properly. So what do I have? I have 15 slate blocks. So let me use those. So 1, 2, 3. I don't think wooden spike traps are going to hurt a Thrumbo all that much. But I have a lot of wood, so I might as well use it. What other blocks do I have? I got wooden walls. I can set them up temporarily. And this stupid grave is in the way. So I'm just going to have a big, long line of traps that the Thrumbo's going to trap. Actually, the Thrumbo might even be lured into my base from all the meat I have out and end up tripping the traps and getting hurt. Check his health. He might be slower than usual. Nope. First off, not he, but she. Second off, fully healthy. It's too bad I don't have the deep water kill window already, because that would be handy. Okay, everyone's asleep. And a Psychic Soothe. Cool. Man, I feel like I'm constantly refueling these stupid... aren't all Thrumbos vegetarian free eaters? Yeah, I think you're right, actually. They're also dendro... whatever. Whatever it's called when you eat trees. Dendrivore. Kind of like an alpha beaver. Cold snap's over. That is fantastic. So I'm going to have everything not allow sowing, and then sow the rice first. That's a very, very short cold snap. I'm not sure what I did to deserve such a short cold snap, but I'm not going to complain. It was like less than a day, or 2 days maybe. Alright. Lighting it up. Alright, so you move at 5-5. The rats are trying to get at my my food supply. I think what I need to do... Now that the cold snap's over, this isn't going to be refrigerated anyway. Growth. So let's get... Zero and Yan Shui to start. Why are you crafting overgrowing? Oh, it's because it's not warm enough? Yeah, it's still bad seasonal temperature even though the cold snap's over. Lame. Yeah, Thrumbos do prefer trees, but they kind of eat whatever they can get their hands on. Or teeth on. I guess they don't have hands. Meteorite of steel. Oh, very nice. Yeah, come on. It is fine. It's 61 degrees. Shut up and just sow. Uh-oh. Alright, let's fix that. Leth, you are going to handle first, then mine. Although if I need the dog to do a lot of rescuing, I probably have already screwed up in some fundamental way. Okay, there we go. Now we're sowing. The water evaporators have a minimum temperature that they can achieve of, I believe off the top of my head, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not that cold. Let's see. You know, I'm actually curious. I have a lot of wood. Let me go install an absurd amount of passive coolers and see if I can even achieve some semblance of refrigeration in my my freezer here. I'm guessing no, but yeah, the ideal would be to make pemmican when I have vegetables to do so. I don't, at the moment, have vegetables for that. Because toxic fallout and cold snaps. Oh, snap. Speaking of cold snaps, let's get you buried away. Again, I'm moving them so I could add traps. I kind of want to go for the Thrumbo, but I'm really worried that the Thrumbo will run me down and kill me. The vent does look open. You're right. Alright, it is, yeah, I would say probably not worth trying to refrigerate. I'll even get rid of the torch lamp and work in the dark, but still, I bet it doesn't get dark enough. Or cold enough. Yeah, it's still reading is not refrigerated. Okay, so we've sown all of the rice. Now we'll open it for everything else. Bow versus Thrumbo is, yeah, honestly a very terrible idea. Bye-bye meals. Okay, so it's 58, which is the minimum that I thought a passive cooler can get to, and it still reads as not refrigerated. So really, truly, no point in using passive coolers. That was an experiment for 200 wood. A fine one. Alright, Trek, I'm going to have you head up here and set some more traps down. Okay. In fact, I'll just have you build them. These are going to be single-use traps, so I'm not going to add doors in. What do temps get inside, deep inside of a mountain? Might be cold enough, probably not. It could be. I'll have to see when I dig. I guess what I could do is run that experiment here. Door that off and see how cold it gets. But still, probably not refrigeration levels. But you never know. If we're teeter-tottering on the border of refrigeration temperatures, it might help. Hey, look at what's done. Alright, so this will be silver. And my pets can now go in there because there's not beer in there. We were keeping that pet free because of the beer. And then I'll build a roof. You know what? Actually, don't build the roof yet. Let's put some roof stuff in there. I'm doing 4 roof tiles for redundancy, so the whole thing can't come down on my head. I'm probably running out of time to mess with this Thrumbo. So, Yan Shui, Trek, and Zero. We are going to do something, a terrible, terrible idea, and go poke the bear, so to speak. Poke the ogre. It already looks like it's zoning out. Okay, so it's moving at 5. I move at 4-6. I need to slow it down a little bit more. Anything below 4-6 will be mighty helpful. I'm going to make sure 4-6. I don't think we have any joggers. Alright, Truck's a little slower at 4-4-8 because he is wearing flak pants. So 4-4-8 is actually the speed to beat. And it's angry. Animals, you're all going into safe room. You are moving at 5. It doesn't look like it's gaining on me. Are you sure you're moving at 5? Like, we are buzzing off. Bandit camp. Sandstone royal bed. Cool. Alright, let's do another volley. It's probably a bad idea, but... One connected. I really don't think that this is moving as fast as it says it is. Because it doesn't... It's definitely not gaining on us. So what's going on? Is it wrong information? No, not really. It's like just not trying to get me so fast. Chief, you have a bum leg, so I'm gonna make you stone cut. Yan Shui should probably start cooking soon, because all those things are gonna spoil. I don't think I need my rat smasher in this fight, because I'll let everyone break. Alright, Trek and Yan Shui and Chief, all of you, come back to the wall. We're gonna shoot it. What is it, like... Are you drunk? Did you drink beer or something? This thing is just not knowing how to attack me. Have any of you experienced this? Where you have a Thrumbo that just like doesn't understand how to attack you? Because I'm not minding this, but I find it really strange that it seems to be wandering more than it is coming for me. I think it's leaving the map. Yeah, you're right. Alright, Chief. Stupid, thick Thrumbo leather, making it really hard to kill them. I bet it escapes. Although these volleys are pretty vicious. But it's at the edge of the map. A valiant effort was made, and a Thrumbo with no good eye has escaped. Oh, look at that. Bye-bye, Thrumbo. Oh, well. At least I didn't die, right? Could have been worse. Alright, so we have a whole host of wild boar. And... work. Cook. And we'll get cooking. We don't have that many meals, and we have a lot of animals to butcher. Some of these doors should be left open. We do have some pemmican, though. That is fortunate. So what is going on with cargo pods? Oh, corn. Very nice. Alright, what I'm going to do now that we have corn, let's stop the simple meals, do fine meals and pemmican. And nothing else. Oh, look at all these damn boars going for the corn. Get off my corn. God sent me the corn. By the old gods and the new, I will end you, stupid boars. Oh my god. Vermin. All of them vermin. Half, like 3/4 of the corn's already gone. That's like impressively fast. Okay, there's 39 corn over there. Thanks, boars. Alright, Yan Shui was aiming to haul it. I need to butcher the animals pretty quickly, or they're gonna go kaput. I wish there was a way to, like, just... I wish... well, maybe basic. Basic's probably... No, this is a hauling task. Okay, that's a lot of meat. My experimental cold tunnel not done yet. No! Don't butcher that one. Alright, corpses allow rotten as well. Actually, don't allow rotten. Dumping. So, rotten corpses, I'm gonna have the animals put rotten corpses here. They're gonna dump rotten corpses in the water here so that they go away quicker. Clear all. Rotten for any corpse that is not a colonist. And we'll make this critical. Then, so that my humans don't do it, what is this? Corpse room? Are the animals restricted from Thrumbo? Yes, they are. Thank you. And they're also super hungry. Really, animals? You eat the fine meal? You animals. This room is looking good. No, I don't have marble tiles. What am I doing? I have limestone. So let's go ahead and build a roof on it. This is our beautiful vault. What happens if you butcher rotten? Actually, you know what? What does happen? Food binge. Alright, Mr. Gourmand, enjoy your food binge. And a raid. A sapping raid. They all have grenades. Okay. Well, now would be a really good time for Trek not to, Oh my god, are they going to sap into the Ancient Danger? I think they will. I kind of like these kind of sapping raids. Unfortunately, it's raining, so my accuracy is not going to be as good as it would otherwise be. I kind of don't want them to break into the Ancient Danger. I'll just mess with them like this. And I only need, what are they, 6, 7? I only need to down 4 of them. Leth is going to go after the odd man. Oh, one's dead. Wow, flak jacket? Bye-bye. Oh, they're going to blow each other up. What's funny is, like, alright, so blow my walls. Like, do I care? Not really. Because I don't have a whole lot of wealth in there. And then that dude has an EMP grenade. Doesn't he know that we're tribals? Like, that is the wrong weapon to bring. It's like a knife to a gunfight. Alright, animals. Safe room again. Let's get Dismar out of there. Bad throw. Leth just murked one. And another. Trek, you are no longer binging. Cool. Welcome to the fight. Are any of them relatives? No, I would have gotten a message about one being a relative on the alerts. Alright, Trek, you could probably go after winners with no penalties. I don't have automatic rebuild on, so let me turn that on. And then that also means that I'm going to need to turn on make granite blocks, because we're out. Ideally... Oh, that's going to hurt. So Leth is probably only... Yeah, he's only been punched a little bit. Ideally, I would have them collapse... There we go. Okay, and turn them into slaves. 0. We're going to go capture you. And capture this one too. Y'all gonna make me so rich. Stupid, crappy sappers. Yeah, it was pretty, you're right, it was pretty epic to watch. Oh, they set a fire inside. Not cool, guys. Like, real men don't look at explosions styled. Alright, get off my walls. Don't break my door, man. Alright, I'll have Leth deal with this one. You're not a real brawler if you can't hit your hits. Your shots, man. Oh, Leth just had his leg punched off. Are you kidding me? And Leth is down. Okay, Leth needs help. Clearly, he had his leg punched off. We are going to be the tribe of pegged-legged idiots. 0, you are not... Yeah, I guess... How much herbal do we have? No herbal. That is ridiculous. Yan Shui, are you close? I think you are. Whether you're close or not, you're coming. Trek, you're close. Oh, they got away. He's got 6 hours. Yeah, honestly, I was kind of surprised that Leth in the plate armor and whatnot just totally botched that and got beaten down by a dude with Molotovs in his hand. Alright, animals. Back to no pets and Leth pet. Winter says 10 hours. Ash has 8 hours. I need a warden because Leth is needing aid. 5 hours. Who is a... Yan Shui, you get to do it. 10 to Leth with no meds, because it's faster. Also, Leth, you don't really have a bedroom at the moment, do you? Well, one was bashing the doors, so he wasn't so much a human punching bag, because it was a one-on-one, and he had the upper hand because the other dude had taken a frag grenade. But the other dude was apparently made of steel, and just... like, stomped Leth real hard. Oops, we gave this one, real meds. Alright, so checking the health of these guys. They're both patched up. We'll refuel it. And wait for them to heal up and then bring them to market. Alright, Leth is all patched up. I have no idea why cleaning this rubble matters, because... it's not a bedroom yet, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, punching someone's leg off is no small feat. I don't even think Iron Mike could do it. She is not a relative. I think right now I'm probably not in a position to take on any fights because... I just got messed up pretty good. So if we can't get this ever to be refrigeration temperature, I might as well put a torch in there. It's going to be... Oh, plasteel. That's neat. So what I need to do is... Zero, once he wakes up, is going to refuel... Is going to make this into a room. In fact, Trek will do that. Oh, thanks for this. Oh, hey, Damien. I'm not going to thank you, man. Although it's cool that you're watching. I've known Damien for... Damien, how long have I known you for? I don't even know at this point. Unless you're not the Damien I think you are. But I think you are. I hope you are. Because then I'm just rambling like a madman. Simple meal rotted. Okay, so Trek has made that into a room, and then lit it, and now it's an operating theater, and we're going to do a left leg with meds, using Zero as the operator. A lot of this meat here is going to spoil, so I'm actually going to turn on Simple Meals again. Yan Shui, it's cute that you want to watch the sky, but I need you to work. Alright, so we have 2 peg legs now. Maybe I get Healer Mech Serum or something and I can just like regenerate my leg. Ooh, these guys are full rotten. So checking my animals, let's see, no pets. Okay, so they are moving some of the corpses as we can see. And then left pet. Okay, yep, that's good. My vault room is looking pretty ready. Alright, so silver is going to be critically important in here. And I'll have to count out the correct amount of spots. But it will be pretty obvious up here. I'll have a silver count. Alright, so we are out of veggies. So I'm just cranking out the meat here. Let's go ahead and shrink that zone back down to the size it should be. What I really need to do is granite blocks. I could do silver tile in the middle. What I think I'm going to do is work to the 50k silver, and then once I hit the 50k silver, I can start building with silver as a building material. But I want to hit that 50k silver goal first because that's the goal, and then the rest I can monkey with. Checker tile would be pretty cool. Like jade and silver checkered or something. I could even make it look like a chessboard. Let me unhide, just so I can see it. Okay, so a lot of these meals are probably going to spoil, but we did what we could. Actually, I probably pushed Yan Shui a little too much. Should be back on his feet soon. Yes, he is. So now we have a warden again. That's a good PSA, Klein. Getting your goals in for Tomb World. The issue is, because I'm moving at the start of next week, I'm not necessarily going to be able to follow through, but eventually they'll be put to poll once I think I have the time for the poll. So we are officially... Oh, I should be moving these. Medicine can stay out because it's not mine. But the corpses can move. if one of the prisoners falls in love with me, then I have a relationship with them. Which means that they're family enough, I guess. I guess we are sort of the Hills Have Eyes, where we are abducting people and then, you know, I don't want to spoil the lovely movie, but I guess we're not really eating them. But yeah, if I was to say we are sort of the Hills Have Eyes tribe of sorts. Need wood. Did I really tear through all that wood? Oh my goodness. I guess it went into a lot of the traps, I suppose. Good luck with my move. Yep, I already have the move pods in my driveway. I'm not so thrilled to, you know, have to move. I've moved quite a lot in the last few years, and my back is not getting any better with age. It's funny, when I was young, I kept thinking, oh, you know, backs, ha ha ha. Like, there's no such thing as having a bad back. Oh my goodness, was I wrong. So, far-flung, oh, another meteorite. Far-flung, rich soil, what I can do is sow trees into it. Because we don't have to walk out there that often. Basically, I would say, like, anything that you do often, have close to the base. Anything you do less frequently, have further from the base. It won't really matter. Using sleeping pads would be really nice. Actually, I have a crazy amount of material for clothing. What I need to do is probably have a proper clothing queue. So what I'm going to do is have... Chief, you are the crafter. Okay. I will have button-down shirts with leather, 90 plus. Drop. So shirt, pants, and I guess duster eventually. So let's make the duster last. Okay, so now we have a proper tailoring queue. But Chief, the peg-legged, let's take him off of hunting. Cowboy hat time? Maybe in the heat, yeah. I should probably get them made too. I'll even bring up the queue. And we'll do that with leather as well. And I'm looking for good clothing that is 90 plus. And then what I'll do is have low or temp clothing, so it counts. Okay. And we're putting Chief to make the cowboy hats. It would be cool if the rivers reacted to water tables. It'd be pretty complicated too and hard to plan around it, but that would be neat. All right, I need some wood here. I need to do some wood chopping. So, the only issue with this current clothing... Okay, there we go. We're starting to get some good ones. Chief, you can take a knee, have some R&R. I need to also add a storeroom, because this is eventually going to be sort of the kill box. I didn't even look at these guys. Oh, pyro, nervous, trigger happy. that's incapable of, like, most things. This one would have been nice to keep, you know, she has fast walker, fast learner, and doesn't piss me off with, like, pyromaniac. Truth be told, the internet sort of hates pyromaniacs. I hate chemical fascination. Chemical fascination to me is, like, the worst. Pyromaniac is annoying, sure, but it is not as bad as chemical fascination, who are constantly trying to kill themselves with, like, various organ failure and whatnot. Can I harvest and sell organs? I mean, I could, but since the majority of my money has to come from slaves, and if you harvest organs to sell them, your slaves are worth less money, so it actually works against my goals to get all sort of organy, if that makes sense. Oh, this should be normal. I was wondering why they weren't hauling the clothing. Yeah, the pawns are worth the sort of the way they're calculated. Everything is sort of a factor. Their skills, their health, their age, medical conditions, that kind of thing. And missing organs does make them worth a lot less. So if you strip out strip out a lung and a kidney of each one, you're just not going to get a lot of good sticker price for that. God, it is so nice to have dogs do the hauling of corpses, so I don't have to see it. Tomb World, I need dogs. That's what I need. Alright, looks like we are finally getting some rice, which means Pemmican is back on the menu. Let's go ahead and queue up some hunting so that we have meat for the pemmican. I'm going to leave the warg alone because I don't need a warg taking my face off. Actually, I might want to team hunt the warg, but it's really, really far away, so I'm going to ignore it. And then the reason I'm putting the corpses in the river here, being in shallow water deteriorates them quicker. Would dogs stay alive in a nuclear winter was the question. So in Tomb World, no, they wouldn't. I mean, they would suffer the same amount of radiation that everything else would. So they're not the perfect pet. Whereas if spiders knew how to haul, they would be a lot better at it. Or boomlopes or boom rats. We're finally... Oop, you are sort of shirtless. Okay, she fixed it. Boomlopes can... They can't haul. They might be able to be pack animals. There's sort of a difference. So you have some animals like Muffalo that can't actually haul. You can't train a Muffalo to haul, but they do act as pack animals. I think Boomlopes can act as pack animals, but they aren't haulers. Of course, it's a mod, so I could change it to adjust to my likings, but I wouldn't probably make that change because it would be imbalancing. Yeah, pretty much all cargo pods you could just send a boomlope to go get, and it would make it really, really easy to do. Pack of booms, yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm glad I hadn't had any other blue screens, although we're not supposed to talk about what never happened. The excess amount of rice is nice. I'm actually surprised that more of the wild animals haven't come to eat my rice. But I suppose that might be because there's plenty of stuff growing out there for them to eat now. My unexpected wood shortage is a surprise, though. But the tailoring's nice. We're getting some nice clothing out. I'm not really controlling for quality or anything. Wait, aren't we supposed to make 5 of them? Okay, yeah. Let's make 4 of them. Up to 5. And now this should be pemmican. Good. Let's just make sure... Okay, no pets. Yeah, they're not included in the pemmican. And I'm not going to include them here either. Oh, I kind of see... So Leth's pet shouldn't be able to sleep there. But no pets should, okay. I might want a barn eventually. How dirty is this bed, this room getting? Very dirty. Cool. I love dirty kitchens. Oh, we're making kibble. Maybe suspend the kibble for now, as we're not exactly in an abundance of food. One of them is fully healed. Once the other one's fully heals, I will have Leth bring them to market. Although Leth does not have a good leg. Maybe... Well, maybe I can make... No, there's no one to trade with. I take that back. I was going to say maybe I can make trade partners, but I intentionally did not include any non-tribals as potential allies. Warg self-tamed. Holy moly. I've been having a lot of really interesting self-tames lately. The bear self-tamed as well, as a point of reference. So I gotta pick out a name here. Here is a name of another sub. Rhysera7. A weird name, but a nice one. Is it everyone's rec hour right now? No. Just it looked like a lot of people were wandering around. My southern wall looks pretty steeled up. Oh, thanks, Drax, for the bits there. I am indeed coming up on the hour mark. 58 minutes and 6 seconds so far. Because of the blue screen of death, black screen of death, huh? I will go over a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. Oh, are you joking me? So the problem is I don't have this as a home zone. Here's a weird, interesting fact. The first fire brigade, I believe, was... Oh, I gotta redo that again. Was in sort of ancient Roman times, and they would show up to the scene of the fire, a private company, and would force you to sell your property over to them. And if you didn't sell your property over to them, they would let it burn to the ground and then buy it from you when it became worthless. It was not so friendly. The first fire brigade. People take for granted... Okay, this is really spreading everywhere, isn't it? It's even in my door now. My base is on fire. Don't walk away. I need to add it. I wasn't expecting my entire farm field to become dry thundered like that. Yeah, it was very much like a fiery mafia. It's like, you sell us your land or we let it burn to the ground. What I don't really understand in that situation is how you are not already incentivized to then just arson territory that you wanted to own, right? Like, if you were the only one that had a fire brigade, you would just light everything on fire and then buy it up. You'd be like instant billionaire. Yeah, they probably did set it all on fire. Here's another random thought. So, rice does not need to grow underwater like the way we cultivate rice in, you know, the real world. But it doesn't harm the rice, and growing underwater stops a lot of the pests that you would otherwise have, and that's why we grow rice in sort of water paddies. But it's actually doesn't naturally grow like that. And then if you add some koi fish to your rice farm, you get even higher yields. Well, we have a lot of rice. We have 600 rice. So what we need is to chop down some of these trees so that we can cook with it. So I think what I'm going to need to do is to very much limit the amount of wood I use during the summer months, or the warmer months, so that instead of... I'm not going to really worry about the lighting the bedrooms or anything. I'll just put some campfires in there during the colder months. So forget these campfires. We'll put... I'm going to have the torches close to the door so that they're quick to refuel. Trying to min-max that. Question was the warg bonded? It's in Leth's room. No, it's just not assigned correctly. There we go. Kicked it out. Ooh, first shot. Pirates attacking immediately. They have pretty poor weapons. Let's go back to that message here. So this is just a regular attacking immediately. I'm going to have to let that boom rat burn up. These guys, you can go back to sewing. Oh, you want to play poker. Okay. Animals. So what I'm going to do, the safe room... The safe room needs to change just a little bit. What I should do is to have dedicated meal storage spots. And then when we have animals in the safe room, they can't eat the meals. I'll set that up later because I'm in the middle of a raid. So all my animals are going to safe room right now. I could also have the vault be the safe room. That's actually not a bad idea. There's just no food in there. And I have very much, as you know, very much a tendency to... No, I have a tendency to, like, forget my pets. And also, some of the animals are wild and cause a lot of filth. And I'd like to... Actually, with that in mind, the no pet zone, I want to keep them out of there. And the left pet zone, just because they cause a lot of filth. Or some do. The bear and the warg would. Let's see. I know I'm getting off track here, but... filth rate is 269 on the bear, whereas on a husky it will be 0. Even on the boom rat, it's going to be like 0.8 or something, or 0.2. And then the warg, it should be particularly high too, 0.6. How does filth work? Filth and wildness are different. Wildness is a tendency to become untrained. It's like the speed of untraining. And filth is the larger creatures that you have that are not domesticated, the more quickly it gets filthy. Is sort of the long and short of it. So a bear is both wild and large and not domesticated. Oh, thanks, Crump, for the sub. So it causes a lot of filth. So basically, wherever the bear goes, it can generate a lot of animal filth. Which means I should get eventually a dedicated barn and probably put it here or somewhere that has rough stone so that I don't have to clean up after the pets once I have a lot of pets. Because this is turning into animal farm. Okay, so they're coming in. I bet the traps take out enough of them that they can't even attack me. Oh, but that's a pretty good timing for Winders to go berserk. Ash, put him down. Punch his leg off. They're relatively malnutritioned. Redemption round. Leth, go for it. Crunch. Okay, I have 7 hours to grab him. And now they're fleeing. I have 5 hours to grab him. Cool. Wooden traps are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing because they don't kill, they maim. Well, this sucks. Right as I was about to bring Ash and Winters to market, we're going to have to wait for them to heal up again. But Leth has won the fight, and he is now our rat smasher once again. Alright, so Dapper and Celine. No meds for you. Dapper. Tend. Who's my other dog? Yanshui? Leth. Whatever. 0 Day can do it. Alright, Trek, Yangshui, you're off of shoot duty. We're letting the potato go. And we're letting the bramble go. I love the noun names. These guys were pirates. What are they doing with all these weird noun names? I probably do need to reinstate the beds in the prison. However, I am pretty much out of wood. I do have a little bit of wood. Well, I actually don't have any wood. I have wood like in walls and traps and stuff, but I really need to start tree farming again. Okay, pets, you are unrestricted. Oop, no, dude, what? Oops. What is this? Corpse room. That's animals. Pets. There we go. I could do steel beds. Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. That is a very fine idea. In fact, I'll have them all be steel beds. I want to reclaim some of the wood. In fact, I should start making steel traps. Although the wood traps are really good for knocking things unconscious. That's sort of the advantage there. What I'm going to do is practice my speechcraft to reference Skyrim and reduce resistance on all of them. Yeah, it's a 5-star hotel. It's not like a slave ship. What? These guys probably have weird food assignments. No travel foods? No, that's normal. I was kind of wondering why they were starving, but that's because we are persisting off of travel foods. Because we don't have any wood, because we don't have any simple meals. Okay, well, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? Alright, so what I really need to do is, rather than continue to pamper these little prisoners, is I need to make some food so they don't all starve to death. Alright, so we have the beds for them. And this barracks is going to get busy. Hair self-tamed. Well, okay. Meals on wheels. That's what I always say. Alright, let's put the beds down. One of them got a disease. Oh, thanks, Jubilee. Could you not stand? Pets shouldn't be allowed in there, actually. I want to not open that door often. Or less often. What I obviously need is a permanent prison, because this is becoming crowded. Very, very crowded. Oh, they are getting diseased up like crazy. Okay, and... we now have reclaimed some wood. No, don't equip the wood. Don't give him a bow. Jesus. Oh, we have some wood. Good, good, good. Alright, I really need to refuel the stove because Yanshui, you need to be cooking like as of yesterday. Unfortunately, Yanshui is also our dedicated researcher, so she's being stretched a little thin. Leth got an infection? No. Alright, he didn't. Alright. That dude's gonna die of malnutrition unless I feed him, like, pronto. So I'm gonna have Yanshui take a break from cooking for just a second and make sure I don't lose a prisoner to some stupid, stupid thing. Like malnutrition. Alright, well, I'm coming up on my time here in just a moment. I just want to sort it out so that I'm not inheriting, like, pure chaos for next episode. I hate leaving myself disadvantaged like that if I can help it. Let's see what the infections are. So there's a left arm infection, and there's a left lung infection. And something else. There's another left arm infection. But they're in proper beds that are good, all quality good. And good has immunity gain factor of 107. So they should become immune decently quick. And more godly cargo. Wow, plasteel again? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it indeed. I'm not going to complain. Alright, Yanshui, let's get ahead of the amount of meals that I have to cook. So what I'm going to do is start to feed them, I guess. And tend to them really, really poorly. Alright, let's take a look at their health. You are hungry. Tended, tended, tended. So Dapper really got, like, all the infections. And this one's major. Oh, that lung might have to come out. I'm going to change the herbal meds up for him. Just to try to make him alive. I could put them in the vault. That would be a nice, spacious spot for them. I really ought to have a dedicated building. And you know what? I'm going to give, now that they're all patched up, I'm going to give them all herbal meds so any future wounds we can tend properly. But I'm going to call it. I'm out of time. So I will just repeat what I said earlier, which was next week I am moving. But then what I'm going to start doing is assigning more time so that all of you have more streams to watch, if that becomes interesting to you all. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. The best place to probably do it is Discord, because once I'm not streaming, Twitch isn't a great platform to leave information. But it's up to you. I'll try to read. And then I will stick around a little bit so that I can answer some questions. And Thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.